Hello and welcome back to Dana's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're here today. Today we're going to be making a cake. I lovingly refer it to a pig picking cake. When I first came across this video, when I saw the recipe, I immediately thought of my friend who's an Arkansas Razorback fan, and I thought, oh, I need to make that cake for him, not paying attention to the ingredients really. So since then, I found 3 recipes that call for different ingredients that are very similar. So I kind of combined those and made my own recipe. So this is Dana's Pig Picking Cake. So the first thing it calls for is a box of cake mix. Now today I'm using a white cake mix by Betty Crocker. This is the one I had in the pantry, and I've already got that in my mixer. Also, it calls for 4 eggs, and I've got those right here. 4 eggs. Already cracked there, and it calls for about 1 cup to 3/4 of a cup of mandarin orange juice. So those are the ingredients that go in the cake. Also, I've got a can of, that I'm gonna fold in, 1.5 cans of mandarin oranges. This is an 11-ounce can, and I've combined another can to make a little bit more. All right, for the icing, it's gonna call for Cool Whip. I've got that over there. Some crushed pineapple that's not drained, a big package of vanilla instant pudding. So we'll make that after a little while, after it bakes and cools. So first thing first, we're gonna go ahead and mix a stick of butter, softened butter, with our cake mix and add our eggs. All right, I've mixed together the cake mix, 4 eggs, and about 3/4 cup of the mandarin orange juice. And I don't know if you can see this right now, but it is a great ribbony consistency. And I'm going to now fold in these mandarin oranges that have been drained, because I used the juice from it already, just to make sure you knew. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these in and fold them in. This looks really good, and I believe that the oranges in this cake really make it. A lot of people make this cake at the end of summer to have a barbecue or things like that. And since it's still kind of warm here in the South, I thought I would go ahead and make this for his birthday. And I found the cutest pig to sit on the top of the cake. I'll have to show you. All right, I've just about got these mixed in. The cake batter smells delicious. It looks great. I'm also gonna bake this in a 9x13 pan that I've lined with parchment paper so the fruit doesn't stick. I'm putting it in a 350 degree oven, and it's gonna bake for 28 to 30 minutes. And I'm gonna go ahead and get that done, and then we'll be back after it cools. Welcome back to Dana's Kitchen. It's time to make the icing for the cake, the pig picking cake. On the inside, we made a vanilla cake mix with 4 eggs, a stick of melted butter, and about 3/4 cup of mandarin orange juice. And then I folded in 1.5 cans of the mandarin oranges into the cake and baked it for about 30 minutes. So that's cooling right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and make the icing. Now the icing calls for 1 box of vanilla instant pudding, and I've got that in a bowl. Then I'm gonna whisk together with it the 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple that's undrained. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Go ahead and get that in the bowl. Smells so delicious. Anything with pineapple. Okay, so let me whisk all this together real quick. It doesn't take long. Pudding and pineapple, yum. Okay, now I'm gonna use my whisk, and my spatula, and I'm gonna whisk in probably stir in half of this Cool Whip. This is 16 ounces. That's about half. Okay, so I'm done with my whisk. In there, out of the way. All right, I'm gonna fold this Cool Whip in to the pineapple and the pudding. Get it all together. It looks so good. Now, I've also got a half a cup of chopped pecans that I'm going to add to this. I think that toasted pecans in any dish taste a little bit better, and I did microwave the pecans for about 30 seconds or 45 seconds till I started to smell them, and they just are probably going to be delicious in this as well. All right, so I've got that just about mixed up. I'm going to go ahead and add my half cup of pecans and go ahead and get those folded in. All right. This is so yummy looking. I love the Cool Whip and pineapple and pudding. Oh my goodness, this is just gonna be delicious. All right, and go ahead and fold in the rest of this pudding. Welcome back. I got the rest of that Cool Whip folded in with the pecans, and that's in this bowl here. And I'm ready to put it on the cake. This is the little pig that I found today that I thought would be so cute on the top of the cake. So we're gonna use that. I've also got a few mandarin oranges left over from the can that I had left over. So we're gonna use those on the top as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get this cake iced. Here's a picture of the finished cake. I've got the little pig sitting right in the center. I put some mandarin oranges around on the top, and I did want to mention that this cake needs to sit up in the refrigerator about 2 hours or a little bit longer. Also, after it's cut and everything, don't leave it out. Keep it in the refrigerator. I guess with the pudding and the Cool Whip and everything, it needs to be kept in the refrigerator. So thank you so much for joining me today, and stay tuned for more great recipes. I'll see you next time.